I'm gonna teach you how to make a shitty shed. Yes, I said it, a shitty shed. We're gonna do this the cheapest, most shittiest way I can possibly think of. First step to making your shitty shed, clear out an area. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's clear this area out.
All right.
Get any debris, sticks, and things that are gonna get in your way because we need to build this DIY shitty shed. Now that we've removed most of the debris and the area was pretty clear for purposes that we've cleared it out many times before because we had our little old greenhouse here. Now it's time to figure out the dimensions of your shitty shed. And what I mean shitty shed is DIY. It's not gonna be perfect, but it's still gonna be functional. And that's the point. Okay, so we have the, I believe, 6-foot pieces, square pieces that are going to be set our foundation. So first things first, I'd recommend getting 3 strong pieces of wood like this that are obviously weatherproof for your foundation. What I'm going to do, instead of digging a hole and making the ground level, I'm going to go get some pads. So I can see here this is pretty simple. We just need to level this out and get a little bit more material under here, and then we need to raise this to whatever to get that leveled, and we just keep doing it all the way back until we have everything set up the way we want it. Then we can drill our foundation pieces together and we'll be ready for the next steps. These 2 bricks level, you see. So we're good to go and move on to the next one. And that one, we have to make sure that it's level on vertically and horizontally. So the first one's always the easiest one, but then you got to make sure everything goes right with the first one. So I got my second pad level with my first pad on the vertical and horizontal, so we're doing all right. This one's a little iffy, but we're not gonna get too crazy. It's pretty good. So right there, that's the money. All right, I might lift this side up just a hair to get that more in the middle, but yep. So the more I lift this corner up, the more this goes to the middle. So that's what I'm gonna do. But overall, yeah, just match the pads. And for first, you most likely will get the wood good too. So that's what we're doing. All right, so now you see my level is completely good on all vertical and horizontal axes. So I am ready to work on this pad. We're just gonna get the second one good. Izzy's got that almost done. She's got her vertics good. She just needs her horizontal, and then we'll get on to the third set of pads. So everything's relatively level, but it's not really. So now that we got things relatively level, we're gonna nail in the corners of this baby so that it's like at least flush with all itself, and then we're gonna make sure that each corner of it is level with each corner and the middle as well. So we'll work it like they would on a shed or something like that. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're using 3-inch common nails with a drill so we don't split anything, and that should work very well. It should work. So yeah, so welcome back to our shitty shed where we have created the foundation. It's pretty much done. We're gonna do a one down the middle too, but I'm keeping it easier to walk through for now. We just gotta dig lower here for these pads. It's actually it's almost pretty level. So we just need to make sure that we make it a little bit more level than it is. Get it matched up. Ow, I hurt myself. Ow. Ow. And you'll probably hurt yourself if you don't know what you're doing, like me. But I'm doing it despite not knowing what I'm doing. So hey, we got our nails in there, so this thing is movable and straight, because no one likes a crooked anything. So yeah, this is what we're working on right now. And let's see what we're looking at here. So it kind of got a little bit off, like it's level there. It just needs, I need to raise, and I need to lower this side a little bit on this side, just to get it a little bit more level. Or no, I need to raise this side, or I have to lower this side. So I'll probably just raise this side a little bit so we can get it level up front. And then we'll do the back and then the middle. And we should have our foundation. Then I can get the middle column down, and then we'll be ready to get some walls up and also put in some flooring. So we using little shovels to kind of dig out the area that needs to be like a 1/2 inch deep as he's working on her side. And yeah, we're just making it happen. So we're just doing this by hand. So we got this damn thing leveled, and yeah, it's not like super perfect, but damn is good enough. Because, you know, it's the shitty shed. It doesn't have to be like exactly perfect. It just have to be a little bit perfect. So yeah. So we added the middle piece. We added 2 side pieces. I'm gonna add 2 pieces here when we cut them up. 2 over there. And then we're gonna be ready for the walls. Cut a little piece to fit in between. It's very snug. And now the whole thing will be able to have the support for the walls and everything. And this extra here will be support for the whatchamacallit, going this way, the floor. And again. So 1, 2, 3, and 1 more to go. And then we did 2 in the center so that when we put the floor in, we have a nice T-shape, square-ish thing holding the floor. So it should be pretty sturdy. So I'm going to be doing 2x3 construction on this shed because I wanted to save money. And I just got those because I'm going to be doing other projects, so you may not even need that much. I have a little bit extra. So I've cut these front boards and back boards to size. Of course, once everything's fitted, we'll cut for a door and things like that. But for now, we're just going to be getting our pieces to size, and I'm just going to try to see how many I need. So I'm marking them and getting everything ready for the shitty shed. Hey! Obviously, I'm gonna try to make it the best that I can and on a pretty low budget. But I mean, if I can do this, then I feel like generally most people could do this as well. And even, especially a guy who knows how to build stuff, they could probably get this done in like 2 days or less if they, had all the supplies ready. I don't have all my supplies. I'm kind of just getting them as I go along. So it is going to take me a little bit longer, and I am also small, very small girl. This does take me a little bit longer than your average Joe, but I'm making it happen. What's up, girl? Oh, yeah? Okay. So now I got the top and bottom pieces all cut up. Now I need like the length going up. I need about 16 pieces all around, maybe even 2 extra for the doorway. But we're gonna start with 16, see how I decide to make the door, and we'll go from everything. You'll see, I don't have the right verbiage for it, but save your scrap wood. So now I'm going to be making the wall parts of this. Oh yeah, shitty shed. That's what I'm calling it. My shitty shed project. So it just rained, but we're in Florida, so that's what happens. Things will dry up, and we'll be able to put up our walls and things like that, and everything should be good. So I'm going to start making the wall pieces. As you saw on the previous shot, I cut everything up, but that was a different day. Now I'm going to make my walls. First things first, I'm going to make a square box, 4 square boxes, and then I'm going to add the inner columns, just so, yeah, that's just how I'm going to do it. So I'm pretty much finished with all 4 walls. This wall specifically was the door wall, so it's a little bit more wide. It's about 2 feet 10-ish inches. I'm about to do the next brace because the wood is kind of bowing like this. I had to get it in, and I'm going to try to do that. I'm using a level to make it kind of even on both sides, just to kind of gauge. It doesn't have to be 100% perfect. I'm just trying to make it the best I can. So I'm going to get the nails and this, and then I'm going to attempt to put the walls up and see how it all looks. Yep. Also, a few of my braces are not even, so to do that, use a speed square to help you out, and you can get your stuff evened out. Also, quick tip, if you're a complete novice, before you're about to nail things in, always drill a nice little hole for you. It doesn't have to go all the way in. Pre-drill holes before you actually put a nail in, because you don't want to have all your money go to waste by you splitting wood constantly. One of the biggest problems for people who split wood all the time is that there were no drilled holes, and that's okay. Not all of us know that we should have pre-drilled holes. It makes it a lot simpler, gives you a guide, and you're more likely to do the job a lot better. So yeah, pre-drill your holes. I would probably try to dish it if you can.
if you will understand it. If I gotta be a bitch, I must be a rare breed. Talking that rah-rah, not even the slightest you scare me. This industry vicious, I'm in a dog pound. No days off, cause I'm on now. In the long run, for the long haul, no half-stepping, no small talk. My life is golden, I call the shots, you a fetch, you're retrieving hope. All of that shit, Zoo, you be talking, I cannot believe it, bro. But as for me, everything Gucci is holiday season hope. My name hold weight in the city, so watch you speaking on. I don't think you want this issue on your hands. If I was you, I would probably try to dish it if you can. Might be too much to handle, too much to manage. Only up, select if you will understand it.
These words spoken by so many. We're real, genuine, and really care for plenty. Naive to no words, my mind's open to the lies. They struggle to hold up what is dignified. If you came to be toxic, you better knock off the nonsense. Drink up the gin and the tonic and get a dose of some logic. I like to pop, lock, and drop it. You know that you can't stop it. Oh, now you feeling so nauseous. How about you expand your conscience?
I don't think you want this issue on your hands. If I was you, I would probably try to dish it if you can. Might be too much to handle, too much to manage. Only up, select if you will understand it.
All right, so I'm finished creating the skeleton, the main part of the skeleton. I think my chickens think it's their new coop, but as they watched me build their other coop, that's back there. I'm not even finished with that coop, but yeah, that coop back there, I built that. So yeah, they're getting comfy all of a sudden. But yeah, everything is done. Now I need to focus on the roof because I'm gonna have like a pitched roof. And then I need to also focus on the ground. So now I'm making the pitch box, I guess you would call it, in not the best position, but that's okay. We're just getting it done. So I made the 6-foot box, and now we need to measure what the center is, and that's going to be where we put our first block. So we got about 2 feet 11 on each side, about a 1/2 inch on each side. Let's check that, make sure. Come on. So yeah, 2 feet 11, about a 1/2. So this is where our center is. And that's where our first is gonna go. And just so that I can be extra, I'm just gonna mark right in between where my piece needs to be so that I get, just keep it in case I move it around or something. All right, because I want everything to be as even as I can get it, I'm using my 2 handy dandy clamps. So definitely invest in some clamps if you're going to be doing projects by yourself. So this part of the roofing is complete, and now I can put this on my roof and then get all the other second panels on. And then I need to go to the store and get some larger rafter ones so that I can actually do this. So yeah, I gotta get 5 or 6 rafters. Might do 6. We'll have to see. But yeah, it should all work out pretty good. So this is what it looks like. Now I need to get all the other second area that's going to be where I hook the rafters onto. This is how it looks from the front. This is how it looks from the side. So I got the second part of the roof on. And now I'm making the part that's gonna go over. So I'm drilling holes and I'm gonna use a chisel and a hammer to help me clean it up and make my little angle wedges. The first one I did looks horrible, but we're just gonna work with it and see what we get. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. So now we have finished cutting to size the first part of the roof and doing everything for that. Now we're gonna not have to work on the other side. So we're about to cut the floorboards to size. And yeah, that's the update. So we got the floor in of the shed. I'm just kind of fixing some weak points on the floor and we should be in business. So here's the shed. Got the floor in, sweeped out. I cut out the front for the door and we are looking good. It's been raining like crazy. So this wood I bought is starting to not be able to handle it, but once it's all covered up, it should be okay. It's just, man, oh man, it's been raining like crazy. So the moisture is just really getting to this stuff. And like right here, it's really bad too. But, oh well, we're gonna have to work with it. Got the floor good and adjusted. I did put some stuff on the bottom of here to make it, keep it from warping or bending and stuff. The best that I could. And hey, it's in, you know. It's meant to store things, not to live in it, so it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. I may have some plants in here, whatever, but it doesn't have to be perfect. So, boom. It is coming along. So now I'm putting up the wall panels. And I'm gonna have to cut them to size. And yeah, right now we're just doing the measuring. And a little tip I put here so that's flush with the bottom of where I want it to be. I drilled this in with some screws so that can kind of give me an even level finish. So yeah, that's what we're working on right now. And yeah, so we got the first wall panel sized. This is what they're gonna look like from this back. So I had these 2x4s laying around and they're massive compared to 3x4s. But I'm gonna be using them for a middle post here because I'm gonna need something to nail my back wall to. And I was trying to be a cheapo, just like leave it open, but I'm gonna need something there to nail upon. So I'm gonna put these in this way. You'll see. So yeah. All right, well, the finishing touches. Sorry, my dog is not gonna stop barking. Finishing touches For today, for the back wall, everything's been nailed in. So the shitty shed is coming along. I put in those 2x4s. I put them horizontally. Okay. So, a lot has happened since I first started this project. It's taken a lot longer than I thought, and just so many things have happened. And that's the thing about these projects, that you do by yourself, self-pace. You can do it at your own pace, but this is after the hurricane. Clearly some of the wood got a little bit messed up and rotted, but once we close it all up, it should be good. But we had to stop what we were doing for a few weeks to move. Literally got into a car accident. My car got totaled. I had to get a new car. All this crap happened. It was insane. And now we're trying to get this thing finished. So, yep, here we are. This is the update. Nothing ever is perfect or fluid. We all have to consider that things happen, and this is taking a lot longer than I wanted it to, but whatever. We all have to learn, and yeah. So we got the back walls in, and now we have to do the doors, some windows, and a few more smaller panels on the sides. Then the roof, we'll paint it, and then she'll be done. So I just got to get a couple more supplies to get her finished up, but so far so good. She's looking pretty good. And despite being in the hurricane and these not being nailed in yet, these didn't blow away, which is super awesome. So I lucked out there, but it's starting to look like something. So that's pretty exciting, and given the fact, I'm a girl, so hey, I don't care. It's gonna take a while. I'll take my time. Easy. But I'm pretty happy with the size of it too. It's so big, so I'll have a lot of room now. But there it is. Say hi.
Hi.
So we are almost finished with this beautiful thing. We got this one strapped in and ready to be sized out. We're gonna finish this beautiful thing up. We will be ready to put the roof on, and yeah, she is almost done. It's taken a while, but it's almost done. Yeah. So I'm finishing up the roof. Got a few more to do on this ladder. It's been a very long time since I've started on this project, so as you can see, it's a mess in here. And it's got a couple bit of water damage, which is fine. I'll just paint over it and hope that it all dries out well. But I'm working on the roof because, yeah, I haven't been able to work on it very long off. Like, I haven't been able to do anything because I broke my rib. So now that I have some energy, I'm gonna try to get this done. And so far I've got all of that front part nailed in, and this I have just these two to do and finish up these last nails here. So actually, let me show you from below. You can see, here it is. It's almost done. Pretty exciting. see if my phone will stay here. Maybe it'll stay here. You can try to make it so that y'all can watch. All right. Hopefully it doesn't fall. All right. Once I got that done. So. I like to take everything slow so I don't get hurt again. Safety first. Clearly. Alright, this baby is almost done. Alright, so I did it. The roof is up. I'm very happy about it. It's done. It's done. I can hang from them and everything. They're all done. Very happy about it. So it looks like in here. So she's finished. Well, putting up the roof bones. So, massive update. I haven't fixed the roof yet, but I found this door. I cut it to size. Put these cool hinges on it. And it works. I just need a door like handle and some locking mechanism. You know what? It opens really well. So yeah, this is the new door. It's pretty fabulous. Show you from the inside. So this is what it looks like from the inside. And I thought, man, this door is a great window. I won't even have to put windows, so I'm probably gonna just leave this door as the main thing. So video update. I am gonna be putting up and closing everything out. I've already closed out the triangles here, which now that I think about it, I mean the roof, I don't think it was perfectly done, so I didn't have the angle, but if I did, I would have just done them as a full thing. But it's coming along. It's been a rough journey, but I'm about to get there. So I'm excited. I got the hardware for the door, the doorknobs and the locks, so I'm very excited for this. I'm very excited. beauty has been complete, at least on the front wall. I'm super excited about this. It looks cool to me. I like how this brings some texture to the whole form, like Izzy mentioned earlier. And now the only thing that needs to be complete is drilling the roof on and getting the door hardware. That's what it looks like from the inside. There's like a little bit of light, which is cool. And I just think it adds like a fun little thing. So this thing is almost done. So, yep. Pretty cool. So I'm getting the roof ready, and you see I'm putting in these last pieces here for the gap. I did it in the back too. There's still going to be some air gap, but it's not going to be 2 inches thick, so it'll be closed. It'll be good. Get a few lizards in here, but it doesn't matter. It'll be ventilated. So I'm doing it for these. I have these pieces there, so I'll have to get that done. Not sure you can see, but so I'm working on the roof. I've only framed it out. I'm not going to do the whole put in that extra layer on the roof because I don't got the money for that. But hey, the roof is coming on. And right now, this is what we're doing. So, got this hole drilled in. I'm about to. Oh, sorry. Alright, now it's good. I just got to do a couple on this and the whole roof, and yep. But since it's very dangerous up here, I am not going to record the whole thing. But, yeah. So the shed is nearly complete. I can do a whole walkthrough with you guys once I'm finished cleaning it up and adding some finishing touches. I haven't completely drilled in this roof towards the back, but it's on. It's good. I put some new hardware on here. So that, and a door stop right there, so there wasn't no gap. That's a nice little door stop I added. Just cut a 1 by 2.5, essentially. So yeah, that I will give a nice walkthrough once I'm done. Definitely gotta have that safety padlock feature there. But probably not gonna paint it right now, just because this whole project took me forever. But I'm just happy that it's functioning, and I'm gonna get all my chicken stuff inside so I can stop having the chicken stuff in the main place. So here we are. She is ready to be a shed. It's so exciting. So exciting. All right. She is coming together. I'm filling her up. Hopefully she can fit everything I have. That is a lot better now that I have this shed. So for some reason the camera is making everything much brighter. It's actually kind of really dark right now, but the camera exposure is really high. So I just wanted to kind of get a view. Oh wow, it gets brighter when it sees somebody. Oh, how cool. This is awesome. This looks... So I'm cleaning out the shitty shed because I realized I have too many chickens. And the shed is too small, but it's a perfect size for a big ass coop. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna make myself a workshop and turn this into a coop. And so I'm gonna just change the way I do everything, change the layout, and dedicate this area to the chicones because they seem to like this area anyways. So we're going to clean this out. All right, chicken coop. This is now the chicken coop. Now I gotta design it in a way that's gonna be good at separating, and here we go. So I turned this damn thing into a coop. Hey, wild. Hey mama, hey mama. So far I've drilled the hole in for this cord. I hammered in this piece to keep the water out, and this cord will go all the way in. But once I'm ready, and it will connect to the fan, it'll be powered by a solar panel. So I created a circle. I drilled out a circle where the fan is going to actually come out of the exhaust, and you'll see once I get to the next part. So tomorrow I should have this mounted and hopefully finish this project completely. So give my chickens a chance to breathe because it gets a little too hot in there. So hopefully this will work. The hole is cut. The panel is on. And now I am creating the space inside, and I have to create a whole thing. So we're doing that, and I just wanted to record this moment because it took me a while to get here, and it's awesome. And these are the tools I'm using. So here it is, and it's gone through a lot. And in life, you never know what you're gonna go through. You never know what the end result is gonna be. But here we are. So I finally got this installed eventually. It doesn't work very well unless the sun is hitting perfectly well. I could try to find a way to connect some kind of battery in order to store power, but for now it's just a very simple solar powered exhaust fan that works when the sun is quite strong. But it's not as strong right now. I made this thing a chicken coop. A lot has changed. It's a mess right now, so I have to clean it up. But you know, it's been through a lot. I had to put a window in. I installed a window. They're giving me some eggs. And they're giving me some eggs down here too. And it's the little feeder box and some water when I actually have water in there, but I'm cleaning right now. But before it got too dark, I just wanted to kind of show that, you know, the shitty shed is now literally a shitty shed. So, you know, it worked out. And I have many other projects that I'm going to work on.
You know, I still haven't painted this thing, but it's really done a lot of work for me. So I'm very happy with it. And given the fact that this thing cost me far less than it would have if I went and bought one at Home Depot, I'm happy that I don't have an excessively interested payment plan on a build that I could have done myself and kind of made my own little things. Yeah, it's, you know, it can be a little difficult to come up with the idea and come up with the willpower to actually put something together. But if you're looking to save money, then that is definitely the best way to go. And, you know, it's a great learning experience. I'm glad I built the shed instead of purchased it, you know, because it just wouldn't have been worth it for me. Some of these sheds that, you know, like I saw like a really small one, about the same size, $3,000, maybe more, right? That's insane to me. When the cost of materials would be like less than $1,000. So, you know, and that depends on when you buy it, right? Plus I used, the 2x3s instead of 2x4s. So that really helped with the cost effectiveness as well, because I saved like at least $2 per board by going a little smaller on the interior bone construction. So, you know, there's ways and loopholes to get out of having to spend so much money on your build. You know, you bulk at the bottom, make your base bulky, strong, but then you can like kind of, you know, if it's not, no one's gonna live in it, right? You know, I mean, except some chickens, you know, it's not a big deal. So yeah, I thought that saved me a lot of money not using 2x4s. And honestly, you can't really even tell the difference, you know. So I'm happy. I think it looks good. Sorry, it's just there's shit everywhere. I'm so sorry. I should have I'll show you a version when it's all clean and beautiful. Oh yeah, and this door, I don't know if I clarified enough. Door here. I found this at like a farmer's market for sale at like somebody's like stall, and it was like $40, right? So I cut the door down to the size I wanted, and it worked out great. So I really lucked out on that door. Like, I can't believe it was only $40. So that thing saved me a lot of money there, not having to buy like a full-on door, but finding this thing. So yeah, so if you can go out and like go to your farmers markets or whatever, they have like really cool things for sale, like that you would never think, and you can just kind of fix them up a little bit if you have the skill and just refurbish it essentially. And so now it's for my chickens. So I like it. So it's kind of dark, but I just cleaned out the coop. Everybody's eating. And yeah, it's pretty dark, so hard to see everybody, but it all works out well. And that nice little window back there helps with the light. I need to get the rest of these chicones in. Go in there, buddy. Come on. Let's go, tough guy. Come on, tough guy. Get in there. I think he's the last one. Let's see. I have him. Where is... Oh, there she is, hiding right there. So, yeah. Everybody does their thing here. But for some reason, they all love hanging out here and squeezing together, so I just let them. Alrighty. So the shitty shed is now a chicken coop. And it all came around full circle. The chickens knew. They knew what it was going to be. Hey there, girl. Alright. Hello everybody, this is En route, and I really appreciate you sticking around for this long drawn out building video. This video is not so much a tutorial, but more of a journey of someone who wanted something, and despite the fact that it was kind of difficult to get that thing, I still got it. And all I can say is now I have a shitty shed, you know? And I didn't before, and I decided to build it. And faith without works is dead. So if you really want something, then go and get it. And I could have, put myself in debt and bought a shed and had it done perfectly and much more better with a lot more materials, etc., etc. I could have done that. But I don't want to put myself in debt, and I also really like building, and I want it to have a unique touch. I wanted to have my signature on it, right? And I wanted to take my time, and that was fine. And why I made this video is because I want to encourage other people to do that as well. It doesn't take that much to go to the hardware store, buy yourself a few 2x3s or 2x4s or whatever, and make yourself something, whether it be furniture or whatever. Sometimes we don't have to wait for the things that we think we have to wait for, because most of the time money is the thing that is putting us away from what we want. But having a skill set can actually help close that gap. And I think it's important that more people learn how to do it yourself, do everything yourself. And again, you can have anything you want in life, as long as you're willing to work for it, right? And I know that there are just some things that money can't buy. And money cannot buy the unique touch that you're going to put into the work that you build. Money cannot buy what you learn from the experience of building something. And money cannot buy the feeling of satisfaction and happiness of something that you've created, So, it feels a lot better when you've created something yourself and you put, time and energy into yourself and dedicated, put little details that other people wouldn't have done, and, mistakes that add character to the whole thing. And so, that's kind of what this whole project was about. And, I'm really glad that I did it. And I hope you're inspired to make your own project as well. And, I'm just going to keep throwing my projects on here because, I just can't stop building stuff. So, thank you for watching. Thanks for being here. And I hope this inspires you. So have a good one.